We're gonna have to wait for them to come over here to do that job, but I think we can deal with that. Farmer, they have cloth, and I have several farmers, so one of them should come down to do it. And I don't know. I'm trying to think of exactly what I can do to maybe improve the situation that some of my gnomes are in. But I don't know what specifically to change to improve upon. It looks like she's just like wearing shit on her chest. I don't even know what's going on there. So gnomes are doing their thing, and I kind of lied an episode or two ago. I don't know how long I've been recording for right now. An episode or two ago when I said I'd probably cut out the majority of things. I was just saying that because I wasn't sure on what to do to continue on, but now that I actually know what I want to do what I'm wanting to do right now, it's a lot easier to talk about it, so I don't actually have to cut everything up, which is good and bad. I mean, that's kind of your necessary evils, and that I didn't know what I was going to do today. I really didn't, but the more I thought about it, the more I actually started, looking at what I need to have done. I was like, okay, so yeah, I can just plan out all this and get all that done. And that's the thing, planning, constantly planning for this. I'm also thinking about, and the guy who said that I probably started building my place a little bit too much too quickly probably is right. And I was actually thinking about expanding out the dining room. That and removing removing all the stuff in the dining room and replacing the floor with a different... Can I do that? Can I actually build a different type of terrain floor? Like, yeah, decorative stone floor. I could remove the flooring in there and then just be like, just strip it down. And, just do stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to have to build a few more furniture, torch. I'll build that here. And build that here. Yeah, we'll just deconstruct that. Because we don't really need two torches right there. I just wanted one that was a little bit farther away from the wall. And that should light things up a little bit more. I will remove those before we put the water down, because I think the water would destroy a torch. Now, I don't 100% know that, but, probably would. I'd imagine it would. I don't see why it wouldn't, but, whatever, right? So... I like how I got all this planned out and I'm not even using it, because I can't use it yet. That kills me. That's killing me. I can't use it. It's like, but I want to. I want to use it. And it's like, no, you can't do that. You've got other things to do. So population, how many are we at? We're 18. At one point in time, we had 29 nomads. Death is a pretty common thing in our fort, it seems. Seems to be a pretty common thing across all the things I do, but, in Gnomoria, it seems to be even worse than in Dwarf Fortress, man. I'd have people die, but I wouldn't have people die, I think, this often. But at least my dwarves knew how to build fucking workshops. But then again, we had dwarf therapists, too, and I wonder if, like, the job allocation in this... And it crashed. Fuck my life. I'm thinking I'm gonna lend some credence to something. Now, as somebody told me that if I'm not having fun with the game, to drop it. And I do enjoy the game, but I'm not having fun playing it. Now, I was enjoying what I was doing before, but it comes down to the fact that with all the bugs, with, just stuff happening as it does, it's gotten really annoying. And because of that, I am thinking I'm going to drop Gnomoria for now. I'm going to wait till it comes out with a later build. The bugs are cleaned up a bit. Stuff like the water. I needed a well. I really did. There's no way I couldn't have not had a well. And there's no way I couldn't have. I didn't have the alcohols. I don't have the actual alcohol protection abilities to sustain even 10 gnomes much less the 30 I had at one point. So I needed a well. There was no way around that, and in getting it, I caused myself a bigger issue than I would have ever have hoped for. Now, that being said, I do like the game. I do think it is a very good game, but it's a good game based off a system that's already kind of been done and done pretty well. Now, of course, it's got the addition of like the 2D, like the 2.5D graphics, like the fake 3D, which looks really nice. It helps solve, I mean, it does help visually to make things more appealing, but it has lost a lot of the flavor text. I think the biggest thing for this game right now is that they need to make the menus much more intuitive. I think that is the biggest issue with this game by far. And if you don't know what that means, it pretty much means this. Let me give you an example. I'm going to build a workshop. I'm going to build a workshop. I'm going to build a workshop. Fuck, it goes away. Fuck, I can't right click right now. Fuck, what is going on? Why can't I build my workshop? And right now it was working there for a second because, you know, I'm trying to show off how stupid it is. And of course it, you know, wants to prove me wrong. But the point is, it's just weird, man. This game, it's like, I know what I should be doing, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't matter to a point. Because, you know, some of the stuff you try to do, it just is gone. So, while I do like the game, and I do think it is a very good game, I am going to drop it for now. In the future, I will probably pick this back up once it gets, you know, a little bit more clean. Maybe with some, you know, kind of like what Dwarf Fortress had. The thing is, Dwarf Fortress is free. Now, of course, it does generate a lot of money because people pay, you know, will donate towards it, but, you know, that's not saying much. I mean, humans are very kind creatures when they want to be, but at the same time, you can't say that's the only thing that it's ever going to have on it. So, this game, I have higher hopes for. As weird as that sounds, I have really high standards for Dwarf Fortress. It is a really good game. It's got a really nice modding. It's got a really good community in general. And I'm worried that this game will fall kind of into that you paid for it, but it doesn't feel like you did. It might as well have been a free-to-play game, especially when you compare it to the fact that the free-to-play version literally is Dwarf Fortress. And for some reason, I cannot build right there. And that's pretty interesting to me. That's kind of why I'm doing this. So, yeah, there's that. So like I said, the quote unquote free to play version is literally Dwarf Fortress, and it is a better game. At the end of the day, Dwarf Fortress is the better game, and it feels almost unfair to compare them like that because this game, I think if this game went. And the guy who's hosting it up uses the money really wisely. Maybe it gets a better music designer. I mean, I joke about that, but the music is pretty bad. And that is a big folly. It is a big folly these days to have bad music. And this isn't just bad music. This is like music that if... Like, I don't mean the music has to be something I'm going to fucking put on my iPod. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm really asking for in music. I want music that I can actually turn on the music in game and not feel like I just wanted to just commit suicide. The music at the startup menu is bad, and as a lot of you guys in the comments have pointed out, it's not just me who's thinking that. It is legitimately pretty bad. And why did Fix it die? Who knows? But, I mean, the music is legitimately really bad in times. I mean, the Dwarf Fortress music, yeah, the Dwarf Fortress music is simple. It might even be simpler than this game's music. But at the same time, it doesn't sound bad. And that's the big difference is it doesn't sound as bad, really. It doesn't make me... With Dwarf Fortress... Okay, I use sound sense. I'm sorry. I can't help it. But I mean, at least the standard music in that game is fairly decent. And I mean, it's a free game too, so I kind of have to hold it that standard. And I don't think Toady, the guy who makes it, he's a good coder, but I don't think he's a good music guy. Now that brings up, that's the difference between this and that, is that this has the money. This will have the money to actually hire somebody to do music like that. Maybe graphically, good job. Graphically, the guy that did this, good job. I like this graphics. I like the style. I like the way it is. I really do. And this is obviously going to be the last episode, by the way. So if this episode gets really long and I get really ranty, which I know I already am being, I'm very sorry for that. But know that this is going to be the last episode for a while. So I'm going to have to get out what I want to say now, or else I'm not going to get it out. Unless I go into a different video, and that would just be stupid. And it'd be like, I'm talking about this, and then... Okay, bit of a nerve. Let me at least finish my train of thought. The guy's got a lot. The guy's making money from this, and I hope and pray he uses that to good effect. That's really what I want him to do. I really like the game. I really like the way it is. I really like the idea for the game. I really like a lot of things about this. I'm just really worried that some of the stuff I've seen on it so far, it just doesn't feel like the guy's trying as hard as... Maybe not trying as hard as he can, but he can do better. Like, the game is good. The game is, on its base, really fun. It's a really good game, I find. But at the same time, on that same token, I've got to say, there are some inherent flaws, which is like the music, the menus, which is terrible. My solution for this, for the menus thing, and you can say it's too similar to Dwarf Fortress, maybe in like a bar at the bottom or the side, and add some of this like kingdom stock and shit. You don't have to make it exactly like Dwarf Fortress where, you know, you hit the buttons to do shit, but add the ability to be able to just like go over there and click on the side and hit like build. Then you can click on the next thing. You don't have to right click. When you start adding in the right and the left clicking and you mix and match between the two, you start coming along with the issues that we have now. It's a coding thing. It's something that I would imagine this guy that made this game should know. He obviously doesn't, but it's a coding issue when you're trying to mix and match several different mouse commands to do very similar things. Now, I can't say I'm a shining example of, you know, exactly what to do in this sort of scenario, but I'm just saying, maybe add a bar on the side, on the bottom. You know, I can go down here, I can click like build, and it'll bring up the next menu, and then I can just like keep going up like that, and fucking figuring out that. What the fuck is this? Okay, mine. Wall. Can I mine that? Why can I not? Hold on. Let's go to dig. Stairs down. I cannot build stairs down right there. An emerald. Oh, it's because it's an emerald. Okay, well that makes sense. I mean, so keep going down. Okay, so that makes sense. I mean, that is kind of a neat way to check what you're going to be running into. I fucked that up. I'll let it play as I'm doing this. Now, I'm going down because I want to see just how far down I can get. So mine, dig, stairs down. I also kind of want to see what's going to come up at me as I dig down. Call me, you know, kind of suicidal to a degree, but you know, I think it'd be fun to see. Now, that's my dad's motorcycle. I thought that was more fucking tornadoes, or not tornadoes, but thunderstorms, and I was about to be like, fuck, I'm gonna have to get off here now. I think the game just needs... Jesus Christ, those dogs. They just sometimes it's that barking shit. Now, I don't know how deep the caverns are going to be, but it's kind of what I'm hoping to look for, or at least lava, or getting down to like as deep as I can go. That would work too. Now, I might have to, just like flip around and then just like come back in a few minutes, like maybe 30 minutes to like let them dig down this far. But, if I have to do that, so be it. As I was saying, I think the guy just needs to figure out exactly what he wants to do with the game. And I mean that as in just to get some better things into the game, to get some good. I mean, he has some good ideas. The 3D, the 2.5D, fine. Graphics, fine. Gameplay, while it's a bit, it needs work, but I find that just because there's not a lot happening yet, and somebody's dead. I can't tell where the fuck he died. I'll cancel that. Now, I can't tell if that's just because the game hasn't, really hit its stride with updates and how much it has available, or if it's just because I haven't found it or what, but I feel like the game just needs a little bit more actual, gameplay to it to make it a little bit better. But, I mean, the guy's got a lot of time on that. He's got the money to work on it, and I really hope and pray that he will get that down. Now, as I said, this is going to be the final episode. I'm very sorry for anybody who was actually really enjoying the Gnomoria thing, but to me, I don't think it would be fun for you guys to watch something I don't specifically enjoy. If I'm not enjoying it as I'm commentating over it, you guys probably wouldn't enjoy watching it. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it if I'm watching somebody do something like this. If they're not having fun, chances are I'm not having fun watching them. So I'm not going to make you guys sit through something I don't enjoy. At least not enjoy doing. I enjoy the game, I really do, and I will say that again. It just needs work. It just needs fixes. And I'm hoping that the guy who's making this, I don't know his name, I really don't. But I'm sorry for that. If he ever watches this and he's like, my name is blank, I'm very sorry. I'm drawing a blank on that. I remember seeing it on the website. I just cannot remember it right now. It needs work, but that's something that comes in time. So what the fuck was that guy carrying that was like green? That was like the greenest thing I've ever seen. That's an emerald. Where's he taking that thing? Gnomes. You can never predict them. Haha, see what I did there? I think the game, like I said, I've really already talked about everything I need to talk about this game with. So I think the next thing we're going to do is we just need to wait for this to be dug down. And it's going to take a while. It's actually going to take quite a while. So I'm going to pause this here. I'll come back once they've dug down pretty far, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Have fun. Well, as I was trying to do, I decided to do a little workaround. Instead of digging down with a staircase, which is taking forever, I decided to just dig a hole, dig a deep, deep hole. Literally, I just had him. I kind of just threw him in a hole and just had him keep digging down, and digging down, and digging down. And if you can't tell by over there what we found, now if you can't tell by now, I don't know what to say about you. But yeah, I did find the caverns. Now if I hit E and then look, yeah, it actually goes down pretty far. Let's see. Let's scroll down. It is pretty deep. It is pretty, I'm not quite 100% sure how you'd navigate this, per se. This seems a little bit, kind of obstructed. And as you can see down here, when we get to the very bottom, we have lava. Now, it says it's hidden, but we know what it is. We all know what it is. That's lava. That is. It's magma, whatever. So yeah, there is that at the bottom of the world. So there we go. I guess that really explores the, really all we needed to explore out of Gnomoria for now. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Like, this is just the stuff rising out, and then it's, that. But, that's all. That's kind of what we've gotten now. The staircase, I still do have the staircase set to be dug down, but I just kind of canceled that. Now, anyway, this is going to be the last episode of Gnomoria. Now, I will come back to it in the future if it does get better. Now, I will play it on my own as it updates. Not really frequently, not even really that hardcore. I'm not that big of a fan of the game that I don't know. I don't know how much I'm actually going to play it on my own, but still, I will have it on my own, and I will kind of be looking into it every now and then just to kind of see how it is expanding and, getting along on its own. So there we have that. And now the caverns, it's kind of neat, but, there's nothing like seen in there. There's no plants, there's no animals, there's nothing like that. So it mostly just opens up like an kind of your own expanse into digging down really quickly, really fast. Nothing too extreme, and I've completely ignored my gnomes while I've been up here, down there digging, and I've actually gotten a lot of alcohol and shit, and it's just like, I'm just looking at this now that I've come back up here, because I haven't been paying this any attention. I set it to dig, and then I left. I haven't looked at this in a long time. Like the last, just to give you an example, the last time I was recording was at 4. It's 8 right now. I've literally just had them digging and just going for a while, and population, fucking 23. They're fine. They don't need my help. They're good. They're good to go. So there we got that. I don't think they've actually done anything else besides that. I know they've killed shit, but I mean, every now and then I'd see somebody be dead, but you know, so that's going to be the end of Gnomoria. Fun game. I suggest everybody to try it out, but then maybe don't buy it yet. See how it goes in the future, and then maybe then check it out. But, so I hope everybody's enjoyed the Gnomoria Let's Play. I hate giving an, like I said, it's kind of a mixed reaction with me, because I like the game, but at the same time, I'm kind of saying, don't buy it. I wouldn't buy it if I were you guys. I'd kind of save your money for now and see how it grows, because it's just a little too buggy right now, especially because it's considered alpha. Like just with the amount of stuff that's possible to do, it seems, and by that I mean the amount of stuff that it's not possible to do. Just how buggy the gnomes seem at times, which is not just me. I've read some of your comments. You guys have some issues with it too. The water's a big one, because that is slowly causing the death of the game for me. But like I said, in the future, I'd say go for it. For now, maybe wait. So, hope everybody's enjoyed this Let's Play of Gnomoria, and I will see you guys in the next game. Have fun out there, everybody.